When it was all on the line for Duane and the Allman Brothers Band, they did what they knew best, recorded live at Fillmore East. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
We want to record a live album. And we want to do it on the biggest stage we can think of, biggest being most important, not large. Fillmore East in New York City. Former Yiddish theater, part of the vaudeville scene. Really, they recorded 4 shows. Most of the music comes from 2 of those shows, the last 2 shows of the whole run. Beautifully recorded, and the fact of the matter is they were 100% live on that stage doing it. So, this is like John Coltrane going to Rudy Van Gelder's studio. He hits record, and Coltrane comes out with A Love Supreme.
Quick side note that monumental album at Fillmore East was recorded by a band that was not yet headlining that venue. Johnny Winter was the headliner the weekend they recorded at Fillmore East and demanded the Allman Brothers Band switch places after the Friday early show.
When they recorded at Fillmore East in March of 1971, they were not the headliner. The only time they headlined Fillmore East as the billed headliner was the closing of Fillmore East, which was a week before at Fillmore East the album was released. So they were a relative unknown. They were recording at the venue Fillmore East because that was where they felt they could best capture their sound. And honestly, New York audiences, the Allman Brothers Band said it throughout their history, some of the best audiences, most fervent Allman Brother audiences ever. So listen to that particular record, the electricity in the building when something was going well. Shout out Tom Dowd for incredible engineering in the room, because the room is very active. It feels live. It feels very, very active to me. I don't know if active is a word to describe it, but you can feel the crowd.
Live. Capricorn Records, here's a pretty bold decisions when they released at Fillmore East.
So there was a lot at stake when they decided to record their 3rd album live, fully live, in front of the biggest, most important stage in rock, which is Fillmore East in New York City. And so they made a really bold decision to do that. Then they made bolder decisions afterwards to make it a double album, to sell it as a single record price, and a few other things that enticed and pushed it into the marketplace. They played off a few things. They didn't, their record company. So, in all honesty, I think you can call it the definitive album because, when you're looking at when I'm looking at Duane Allman as an artist, so the Allman Brothers Band, my questions were, what were they trying to do with music? How do we know that? And how do we know if they were successful? Well, we know what they were trying to do because they said it. And it's not just Duane, he sets the vision, but they all share this vision about music with improvisational intent, creativity, played virtuosically, or played by virtuosos, audience reception is important, etc. How do we know if they succeeded? Well, that's what the audience said in their reviews and in the primary sources that I referenced, right? So it's a definitive album for the reasons of, number one, it is the album that they put out when it was all on the line and said, this is how we want to be remembered. And they might not have been remembered had they not had succeeded with that, or remembered different, right?